everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm thrilled to be recapping the 2024 Rogue Invitational Strong Women competition happened at the weekend. This year's events were packed with standout moments, fierce rivalries and some surprising results. I love seeing both the men and the women competing side by side, both pushing their limits on events like the farmer's walk into the log press. Even though the weights were different from the men and the women, it was absolutely incredible. The energy was incredible. Let's get into the details then from day one and day two, event by event, athlete by athlete. So day one, event max was the first one. We kicked things off with the max deadlift. Andrea Thompson set the tone, pulling a world record deadlift in the Masters division, 301 kilos. If I'm correct, seeing her pull that weight was just unreal. This event got everyone fired up right away. Event two was the farmer's walk into the log press. I love seeing the men and the women taking on this challenge, farmers into the log press. The athletes pushed through with incredible grip and press and strength. It was such a rush to watch them compete side by side. They're obviously in two different categories, men and women, two different weights. It was absolutely incredible. Event three then went on to the Invitational to platform. Then we had the stones were a bit of a big surprise. I was a bit surprised at Donna Moore. She's absolutely incredible at stones. Now the Atlas stones, but the Inver stones are slightly different. So I was a wee bit disappointed for her at that stage of the competition. I thought that would have pulled her back up to a good contention for top 5 at the very least. So then at the end of day one, standings, Inez was leading with an impressive, consistently not dropping below the top 3 after the deadlift. Then there was Olga and Angelica. They were tied for second place. Third, I think, was followed by Lucy. Fourth was Andrea. Fifth was Rebecca. Sixth was Hannah. Seventh was Melissa. Eighth was Sam. Ninth, I've missed somebody out there, but yeah, it was an incredible first day. Day two recap. Event one was the power drive with the hay bale, Husafel sandbag and the sled pull. Starting day two, athletes had to take on a combination of carries, pushes, pulls, arm over arm. The hay bale looked quite odd, not odd, quite cool. But I have to say, seeing those big heavy bales made me think of safety. In Ireland, the farmers I worked on a farm, and we know the risks. If you push that and it comes back, you know, there has been deaths caused over that. But again, Rogue did seem to have everything under control, and you had to make sure you pushed it over the red line. Event two was the yoke escalator and power stairs. The second event saw an epic showdown in the yoke escalator. Watching Sam and Melissa Peacock battle it out was a highlight of mine. They hit the photo finish with the buzzer, just seconds apart. I think everyone was on the edge of their seats watching that one. Event three was a circus medley. It was a kettlebell, dumbbell and barbell press. 2 barbell presses. The final event, the circus medley, really tested everyone's pressing endurance. I have to admit, I was surprised Andrea Thompson actually didn't place higher in this event. Upper body is quite her strength, but I think she has said in the past, like single arm, she doesn't really like single arm pressing events, so I was quite surprised at that. Still, her earlier performance with that world record deadlift was amazing. Athlete highlights from the final standings was Inez, Mrs. Consistency throughout the competition, keeping top 3 position from the deadlift onward and securing overall win. She is an incredible athlete, fully deserved that first place after her Arnold's competition earlier on in the year. Lucy was outstanding. She managed to rally on in day two. She had a great day one with the deadlift, not so much in the upper body. Third place finish overall. I know she had been ill during the week. I know she had posted about not being too great. but balanced, got the mindset balanced and came back out, crushed it on day 2 to get in that top 3. Even though overhead wasn't really her strongest feat of strength, which she would openly say herself, but she was impressive and delivered. Olga was so powerful and determined. Her final barbell press in the last event really showcased her grit. She held her place in the top 3, which was well deserved. Rebecca Roberts struggling a bit this weekend. You could see she wasn't herself. She's been dealing with some personal issues, and I think it affected her confidence, or affected this competition for her. But I see now she's got a new coach with Big Laws. Rebecca's amazing, and when she believes in herself, she is unstoppable. I'm hoping this fuels her for Worlds. She deserves the win. Hannah put in a fantastic performance, even pulling what I think was PB in the deadlift. She's proven she belongs up there with the best. So, I have to say, Rogue did an excellent job with the event design. The strength feats were impressive. However, a few events seemed almost too heavy, especially in the overhead medley. Felt geared kind of towards the top lifters like Inez and Andrea, without considering everyone else's maybe capabilities. Now I know it's a strong one, but competition, and it has to be heavy, it has to be, you know, super heavy, but it would have been great to see some of them at least get one rep in other ones. Was a cool touch though, the buzzer was a cool touch. But was running to the start from the start line to yoke safe? We can debate that. Kind of like CrossFit-y strongman event. Strongman is getting a wee bit more fitter, as well as strength, so it's good to see. Thanks for tuning in to this recap. This year's Rogue Invitational gave us some epic moments, and plenty to discuss. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts about the events were at the weekend. Your new your favourites, your least favourites, what you think Rogue should fix or change, or what you would like to see in the competitions coming up. So stay tuned, stay strong, and see you in the next one. Bye!